Hi, my name is River Yo. I'm a nurse and certified GAPS practitioner. Welcome to the Yo Wellness Collective, where we empower you with the knowledge you are looking for to get on that path to health. They say that people perish for lack of knowledge. Today, so many of us are perishing. It's true, from terrible conditions that we don't fully understand. Some of us aren't dead yet, but we're not really truly living either, are we? I personally have experienced the power of real food, from God's good creation to nourish our bodies and equip them to heal. This video is the first in a series that I'll be discussing the 5 tracks that you can choose from if you sign up for one of my group coaching or individual coaching courses. Call me your wellness Sherpa, because today we're going to be taking another step in getting you out of the woods. So, my experience with starting a new diet, a healing diet of some kind, I've had several. I remember one time I tried just taking away at first I just took away one thing at a time. I took away gluten, I took away milk. Taking away gluten took like a year. Taking away milk took like another year. And it was very gradual because even though I was having bad symptoms, they weren't acute enough for me to pay that much attention to them. And my life was so busy, I was in the throes of nursing school, that I didn't practically have a kitchen or any options because I was at the school cafeteria. So it didn't really make sense. So in the same way, you want to pick a track that makes sense for your life, that you can commit to knowing that you are able to do it. Push yourself, but pick something that's realistic. Are you traveling anytime soon? If there's a holiday coming up, we can work around that. But, if you work while traveling, that makes things difficult. So just take it easy. Another time I started a new healing diet. It was the AIP diet, and I just went full force all into it. Before I even read the book, I just opened to the first page and I was like, I'm starting today. And I just spent hours in the kitchen. After just reading as quickly as I could, I spent so many hours in the kitchen, and it was exhausting and I got burnt out and it was terrible. And I really gave it my best shot. I lasted a few weeks, maybe even over a month. But in the end, I was like, every recipe that I ever made during that period, I forgot and never used again because I was just so overwhelmed. Oops, I just kicked a pot. So that is an example of where it would have been better for me to take steps. Maybe not a step a year, but maybe read the book first and then learn the first step for a week, and then learn the next step for the second week, and take it easy. Another time, when I started the GAPS intro protocol, I'm an all or nothing kind of person, so once I decide to do something, I'm all in. So I went straight into GAPS intro. I'd never made a meat stock before, but I was just gonna go for it. So it was much more difficult for me than it will be for you because I didn't have anyone to help me and I was very stubborn. So I was making meat stock that was way too thin. It was mostly water. I was really hungry all the time. I was eating like half a stick of butter melted into my very thin soup every day, and it was a mess. But anyway, all that goes to show, all that to say, again, I probably should have taken steps and just first learned how to make a meat stock. Then maybe decide I'm going to do GAPS intro now that I know how to make a meat stock, instead of saying this will be my sustenance before I even know how to cook it. So, yeah. On the other hand, in some ways, I think it was right for me to pick that route because I was desperate and I was tired and I was sick and I could not go another day without doing something drastic. Even if I started out messy, it was good that I did something. And I actually don't regret that decision. And I learned along the way. It was a bit bumpy, but I think because at that time I had the time, I had the work flexibility, I could call out sick and I wasn't going to get fired. Kind of, that's what I mean by work flexibility. If, your body starts falling apart, you could go take a day off. And, I was able to do it. I was married, so I had my husband to help me and encourage me and tell me it was going to be okay. So I was ready to just go all in, and I had good support and good life situation. I wasn't in nursing school anymore. So that's my stories of hopping all in versus taking it one step at a time, 1 week at a time. So if you have kids, if you have a job, if you live in a crazy house, if you have never cooked a thing in your life before, all of these factors should play into your decision. Make a decision that's right for you. If you want to go for it and just hop all in with both feet, I'm with you and I will support you. And we'll just roll with it and see how it goes. If later you have to take it down to a different track and take it a little slower, that's okay. No shame. And if you start slow and then you pick up some momentum and you feel like, hey, I think I'm feeling better. I feel motivated now. So I'm gonna try something a little harder, then go for it. Then you could take it up a notch. Either way, you can go up, you can go down. Life situations may change, and that's okay. We're gonna stay on that trail together. There's multiple trails. There's like the red trail, the blue trail, the green trail, but they all end in the same place. Some of them have a bit more uphill. Usually the uphill road is much a shorter way to the top. The harder you work, the more you just go all in and go for it, probably the shorter your recovery journey will be. But sometimes you just gotta take the long road because you're not skilled or enough and you don't have enough energy to go up that steep hill, and that's okay. So let me know what you think, where you're leaning, if you're like feeling really ambitious versus feeling like tentative, one step at a time. Committing to anything for 3 months, even if it is at a slower pace, is going to be significant. So what are you going to choose? If you're feeling motivated to take one more step in the right direction, to get out of the woods, to get out of your health crisis that you're in, reach out to me. I have 15-minute free coffee chats right now running if you want to kind of give me a short blurb about your story and want to know if this may work for you. I'd love to chat. And if you're ready to jump in with both feet, you can sign up for our group coaching while there's still space. Space is limited and is running out quick. So you could sign up at our website, and I'll see you there.